It's Ripcord. In today's video, I'll be predicting Nintendo's E3 because I think they have the most interesting 2021 games lineup. Before we do that, I would very much appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Metroid. Metroid is an underrated franchise when it comes to sales and love from Nintendo fans. Over the years, it's become more of a secondary franchise for Nintendo, them focusing more on Mario, Zelda, etc. But back at E3 2017, Nintendo fans were shown that there was a Metroid Prime 4, and it is in development. This got a lot of people hyped. But in 2019, the development got restarted because of problems between Nintendo and Bandai Namco, the studio developing the game. Well, now there's a rumor going around that Prime 4 is going to be at E3, and I just want to say there's a really low chance of Nintendo even showing another teaser trailer of the game at E3. They probably don't have much to show and want to keep the game a sealed secret until they have something substantial to show. Although there has been a rumor shared by a couple leakers that there is a new 2D Metroid and it's finishing up development and should be ready for a 2021 release window. This would make for a perfect E3 announcement. Will it be a sequel to Metroid Fusion or a new game? Personally, I would like to see a new game. It sounds like a great game, and I can't wait to see if it shows at E3. Donkey Kong. It's sad to see, but Nintendo hasn't made a new Donkey Kong game in 7 years. That's right, 7 years. That needs to change. And seeing rumors online makes it seem that Nintendo is putting the finishing touches on a brand new 2D Donkey Kong game that is outside of the Country series. It is supposedly being developed by EPD Tokyo, the team that worked on Mario Odyssey, which I find very interesting. It is slated for a 2021 release window, which gets me excited for two reasons. One, it's the first new Donkey Kong game in 7 years. And two, it's the second 2D game that Nintendo is supposedly going to release this year, which is weird that they would choose two 2D games in the same year from what they call a secondary franchise. But still, a very interesting rumor. Mario Party 2. A Mario Party 2 rumor has been going around by the name of a leaker Zippo. Zippo has leaked many things before, and he's gotten most of them correct. So he's a pretty accurate source. I never bought Mario Party in the first place, so a sequel doesn't really appeal to me. But I could see it as a real hard holiday seller for those who like to play Switch with their family. It's a strange prediction based on the fact that a couple weeks ago, Nintendo made an update to the original game, adding online multiplayer, which should have been a necessity from the start. It would make the update for nothing, or they could have done it so people got back into the game and want to buy a sequel. We have to remember that Nintendo is a business and has to make smart business decisions to stay alive in the console market. But that doesn't mean it can't make weird ones. Mario Kart 9. It feels like Nintendo's E3 is getting hotter by the minute, and this next prediction makes it even hotter. Mario Kart 8 is a game that any gamer can love. It has the most lovable Nintendo characters and courses, and with its re-release on Switch, including all the DLC courses and characters, it has sold over 35 million units, which is absolutely insane. It is the best-selling Switch game by far, and needs to be played by every Nintendo fan and Mario fan. It is a great game, so why release a sequel? Because of money. Nintendo is a business and needs to make more Mario, Zelda, Donkey Kong, etc. games. Nintendo will eventually need to make a Mario Kart 9, but I just don't see it happening this year, especially with all the other games supposedly coming out this year. But I could totally see it happening sometime next year. Zelda's 30th anniversary. So I think anyone who loves Zelda games or is a Nintendo fan probably knows that's Legend of Zelda's 30th anniversary. Everyone was hoping back in February's Direct that we would get a triple pack of Zelda games announced, like we did with Mario's 3D All-Stars. But all we got was Skyward Sword HD, which is okay, but didn't satisfy every Zelda's fans' needs. That's why I'm here to predict that Nintendo will release a double pack of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. It would just feel wrong if Skyward Sword was the only Zelda HD remake coming out this year. What I don't think Nintendo will do is get a double pack of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I think Nintendo's E3 will be packed with awesome games and a lot to look forward to, but it won't have 4 Zelda HD remakes. Breath of the Wild 2. Also, how could I forget Breath of the Wild 2? Probably everyone's most anticipated game of the year. We heard from Ieji Aonuma, sorry if I'm butchering your name, producer of Legend of Zelda series, himself, that we would get more news later this year. Could E3 be the place we hear this news? I think not. If you go back and listen to what Aonuma said about the development, you would know that he said that development is running smoothly, and that while you're waiting, we have this Zelda game, which is Skyward Sword, which means that the news should come after release of Skyward Sword, which would be right around the time of the holiday season. It could be that Nintendo is planning for a Zelda-themed Direct for the fall, like the Mario Direct back in the fall of 2020. It would make a lot of sense and give even more time for other games to get their shine they deserve at E3, and let the Zelda Direct be a source for all the Zelda games and 30th anniversary stuff. And we may even get a release date for Breath of the Wild too. Well, that's going to do it for the video. Comment down below about my predictions, whether you think I'm right or you think Nintendo has something else planned for E3. Make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my other videos, and while you're down there, hit the like button if you have an understanding of what's going to happen at Nintendo's E3. Stay happy out there, and I'll see you in the next video. It's been Ripcord. Peace.